What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron, and we are here 9:15 p.m. Eastern on the dot, just as I scheduled this for. We are, of course, gathered here today to hop in to an underdog best ball draft. We are going to hop into, of course, a best ball mania draft for $25, $1.5 million to first place. Where is she at? Bang. We're going to hop right in. If anyone wants to hop in with us, use promo code RON. They will match your first deposit up to $1,000. I have links in the description, comment section, pinned in the live chat. It will take you to Underdog. Use promo code RON. And when you play $5, you will get $50 in bonus funds. I don't know if I screwed it up at the top, but play $5, get $50 in bonus funds to use in the pick'em lobby, to use in the draft section, all of that good stuff and more. Let's hop right in. How are we doing on this fine night? We're actually waiting for 8 people in this lobby. So if anybody wants to hop in with us, you absolutely can here while we are waiting. Let's check in on the chat. How is everybody doing? How are we? Tuesday night, run of the mill. I will say no upload today. I did just get done recording that video. I didn't feel like doing the thing where I post it and then I wait and then I stream at midnight. Look, I'm just never gonna be an upload every day guy. I would love to be, but I think we're gonna be around like 6 days a week. 6 days a week is kind of what we're gonna be clocking in at for the rest of August, which is really solid for me. Of course, we get the 12 spot sandwiched by the Notorious Fantasy. You in the chat? What's up? What's going on? God, why do we keep getting such ass spots? Like, I don't want to draft from the 12, dude. We keep getting some brutal draft slots here. All right, whatever. The 12 spot just pisses me off every time. It's always a 12 spot. We've been getting some brutal spots here the last week or so on Underdog, to be honest. All right. Let's just lock in where I want to be on the screen. Here we are. Who do we got in here right now? We got Whiskey Bud in here. Tell me I need receivers. I get yelled at for drafting too many receivers every time. You got Egbuka in the 9th round in your home league draft. Shout out to Ron's rankings. Hell yeah. What do we got in here? We got Reed Parsons in here. We got Henry Muto in here. We got my boy Tom in here, texting me that I'm waiting too long. Hanging with a girl? Interesting. What's that like? Another day, another JCM draft. We got Notorious in here. We got Pepper Tony. What's going on? Between Chase Brown, Bucky, and Taylor, who would you take in the second round? I like Bucky personally, but I think Bucky and Chase Brown are very close. How many more BBMs? I think we got like 30 or so left. You're at 8? Okay. Michael is at the 110. All right, so we got heads in here. We got heads. We got Dakota London. What's the most you won for a contest on Underdog? A few thou. Ready to see people hit on your picks? Yeah, but I'm unbothered. I'm done being concerned about what the chat thinks of my draft. I will remain stoic in my approach. Justin Jefferson a fade this year? Nah, not worried about the injury. Not worried about JJ McCarthy. It's Justin Jefferson. We got Rothbard in here. RB, wide receiver. What if I go opposite of that? I might go wide receiver, RB. We'll see. Gentie's kind of rising right now. I think that part of it's the Achane injury, if I'm being honest with you guys. All right, let's look alive here. So there goes Neighbors. That's what we're going to do. I like Achane, but I'm going to cool off an Achane here for a second. We're going to go Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brian Thomas. I think we'll like this team better if we double stack receivers here. I think so. And these are honestly just two guys I've been wanting to draft more of. I already have plenty of Achane. I don't think my bags are quite packed enough on Amon-Ra and Brian Thomas just yet. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you, man. They got to nerf you somehow. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Is Buka going up to the 5th round now? In sharp leagues, that's what it seems like. 5-6 turn. For me, 5-6 turn is about as high as I can go on the Igbuka stuff. And I've been screaming on top of my lungs about Igbuka. Head injury. I'm not seeing that. We got Thomas in here. Do I have Genty over HN? I do now with the injury. Bart's not happy about that pick. This is true. This is true. It's unfair to you guys to focus on the negative comments. BTJ going to win us big money this year? I hope so. Do you get value out of Bucky at the 2-1? I don't think you get value there, but... how against taking Chase Brown at the 202 would you be if you miss out on CMC Genty and take someone like Nico at the 111? I'd rather go wide receiver, and then take the running backs later. I agree. I know, like, the video, it's honestly, the video is kind of doing well in the algorithm where we talked about Genty as a fade. That's when Devon Achane was at full health, and I was taking him ahead of Genty. Now that Achane's banged up, I completely get it. Like, once McCaffrey's off the board, if you want to take a running back in full PPR and feel good about it in round 1, it's just Genty. So he gets pushed up because of positional scarcity. I think I moved him up to like my 110. So I'm really not fading him that much anymore. But it is funny. There is a disconnect. Like, if Genty crushes, I look silly in that video, but it won't be the same as last year where Saquon crushed and all of my team suffered. Like, I'm about even on Genty because on Underdog before the HN injury, Underdog had HN at like the 202. So I was taking him at the 202 there. We haven't drafted him in high stakes yet, though. And I don't know that we will, to be honest, just with where he's been going. Because I still am not super into taking him over like Nico, Puka, Neighbors, Amon-Ra. But I do get, like, if we're on RT Sports or in a home league where taking a running back in round 1 feels a lot comfier, then I get pushing him up to like the 109 area. For sure. I do have Evans rising. What wide receivers do I like early 3rd round? I pray that T and Lad get there. If not, then I'm not really taking receiver. So happy you have a huge bag of Buka. Me too. People are saying Tyrell McMillan hamstring injury. What? Up to the Patreon other day. Rankings coming in clutch. Hell yeah, man. Tet Hammy's just rest. All right, I got to look into it. It seems like he's fine. He said he told you. Super chat, pick a 10 team, 2 quarterback, 3 wide receiver, 2 flex, St. Brown or Puka. For me, Puka. But if you're scared off the Stafford injury, they're in the same tier for me. JCM draftable in a 10 team redraft? Yeah. I think that I got him pick 120 right now. It's like 10, 12. Yeah, this is all it comes down to. I like Genty the player. It's just that the situation isn't great, and he could just be like a, not empty volume, but like a fine pick. I struggled to see how he finishes, RB1 overall. He doesn't really meaningfully outproject the Chase Browns and Bucky Irvings of the world, but he feels better in terms of volume. This is what we're going to do. We are going to do the start we did with Liam and Jacob, actually. We're going to take James Cook and Trevion Henderson. I know this feels early for Trevion. This is where I'm at on Trevion Henderson. And I'm ashamed to show you guys this. I'm catching up on lost time. Here's the deal with Trevion Henderson. I like him a ton. I've been drafting him a ton. But I think the issue that I ran into on Underdog here through 167 teams, I will say, you guys know I'm in like 100 plus slow drafts. So this is going to update, but this is scary, guys. That ain't enough Henderson. I wasn't consciously fading him. He was just next to Harvey, and I preferred Harvey early on. I wish I just kind of had like 10% of both would make me feel a lot better. You guys know, I have him on 2 out of 8 high-stakes managed teams right now, so I'm happy. We got Trevion Henderson a ton in high stakes, etc., but I'm really making it a point to, even though it's not a value, just to eat Henderson anytime he's in the 4th round. I'd like to be at like 10%. I know that people might be like, well, people have been getting him in the 5th round the entire time, sure, but we're getting different teams with him, and the difference between like a 4th round price tag and 5th round price tag is very minimal. So any draft that I'm in, especially on this side of the board, and Henderson gets me anytime in the 4th round, I'm just taking him. I am not caught up yet to see if you guys hate that, but here we are. No, I never really think you can overvalue rookies, to be honest. Minor hamstring according to Canals, that's still not great. Still not great. Ron, how's the golf game? Shambles. What's your Henry exposure? Not enough in half PPR, to be honest. I made a video, I think yesterday, yeah, where I was moving players up. I already had, I mean, dude, I have Igbuka. For anyone out there that has my ranking, you guys see, I have him as high as I could possibly get him. I have him like 61st overall. That's about as good as I can get you, man. That's about as good as I can get you. Three-four turn feels like the new Henderson Price just from the drafts I've been seeing recently. Me too. Underdogs ADPs also kind of take a while to fully settle in. We got Fantasy Football Garage in here. What's up? Love the start. Me too. That's why I was so ready to just go wide receiver, running back. I think especially here it makes a lot of sense. McMillan's still a value in the fourth. Not if this hamstring stuff is for real. I will be honest. I do not see it. I mean, when I say don't see it, I mean I don't have Twitter open, so I don't really know what you guys are referencing. Jake Ferguson's not a bad pick. He's just not really, I don't know, like tight end 10, tight end 11. Is Jameson Williams a lot less valuable in redraft than best ball? I think that the better in best ball stuff is a little bit overblown. Yeah, I agree. I ended up with a lot of Travis Hunter and a lot of Harvey, but not enough Henderson. A lot of that recently at me at the 1-2 turn, man. You're drafting Saturday. Do you think you'll have a rankings update by then? Yeah. Have I ever won an underdog draft? This guy's spamming this question. Yes, I have won an underdog draft, man. All right, let's see. Percentage fab on JCM? I don't know. Would kind of depend on how deep lineups are, how many players are on the freaking app you're playing on. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go Rashee Rice. Should I stop drafting Rashee Rice there? I don't know. Once it's like 6th round, I feel fine about it. And then we're going to take Igbuka. That is as everybody keeps asking me, how high are you willing to put Igbuka? That is it. That is the highest I could take Igbuka and feel fine about it. But I don't know. Our wide receiver room is so stacked, I figured we can add Rice in there. But I'm completely open to the idea that Rice is a dead pick. But I also don't have a lot of Rice in general, so I'm fine kind of just buying the dip. Like, what? I have 8.4% Rice. I don't know. I'm fine. In rooms like this where my receivers are so strong, I kind of like it. To me, that feels like about where he should go, Rice. But you definitely talked me into the way that underdog set up, 2 out of 12 advance rate. I don't know. But there's a chance that the suspension's way shorter than thought of. Pickens in the 4th too early? No, that's about fine. See, now this is where y'all lose me. It's Hampton over Henderson comfortably. Jacob Gibbs is great. I reference him all the time. Thoughts on Amon-Ra? Thank you for the super chat. You said, thanks for thoughts on Amon-Ra and K9 for AJ Brown, HN. I don't know. Those moves just piss me off. Like running back, wide receiver, running back, wide receiver. I don't know, dude. With the HN injury, I probably prefer Amon-Ra side, but it's like the same thing. I don't know. It just feels very lateral to me. I think I'd prefer the Amon-Ra side, though. Like, give me the proven stud without any injury issues, and then I'm higher than most on Kenneth Walker, though, so do with that what you will. Thoughts on Nico Bucky start at 8? That sounds about right. Where do I got Golden at? I got him in the late 6th, mid to late 6th. I can't get there, real talk. This, like every receiver you just listed there are proven receivers, and Ricky Pearsall we got nothing on. When is your idiot league mates? I don't know if I'm at liberty to tell anything there, but we're recording next week, so I got no other answers for you. Why Henderson over Kenneth Walker? Just because I need to get more Henderson. It's just an exposure thing. Yeah, just an exposure thing. In my rankings, I have Walker ahead, but I have them both in the same tier. That's kind of the thing, fellas, of just like I try and make this as clear as possible. Gotta remember, I'm drafting hundreds of teams on Underdog, so every pick I make isn't like reflective of my rankings all the way. Like I have Walker. I think I have Walker ahead of James Cook and Trevion Henderson. I just have a shit ton of Kenneth Walker because on Underdog he falls to the 5th round, so I don't see the need to take him at 401 when I know I have plenty of teams over here where I get him like here. All right, we're up in 4 picks. Damn, you go Mahomes hat full. You better have a Chief. And we get sniped on the turn there. That sucks. Wow. All right, we're going to go Jaden Reed. We're taking Baker. We're taking Baker for you guys, I think. I don't know. I don't like the running backs in this range. I don't think we needed another receiver. I really just got forced into Baker there. I don't think anything else really made sense. I was gonna go. I fully halfly. You have a Chief in Worthy, so I'm not mad. But I was fully prepared to go Mahomes, Kelsey, or take Pacheco and Reed, and they both go there. I don't know if you guys are going to like that turn. That was a really difficult turn. I mean, for the people, you guys love Baker over Knicks, really just because I had Ibuka. I didn't really drop Higgins, but I'm not stoked to take him in the early 8th ever, really. I don't know. I don't know what else I could have done there. I could have taken tight end. This guy puts his nuts out there with Loveland. Maybe I should have thought about tight end for a second there. I don't know. I'm not crazy on Hawkinson. I guess I could have taken Warren. Would have been a steep reach, though. Yeah, the 7-8 turn was not fun. Again, I was hoping for Mahomes. I was going to do the Mahomes-Kelsey thing with Rice, but I get it. You had Worthy. I got to be honest, I don't like Jordan Mason very much. No RBs. We took some. We took Cook and Henderson up top. We'll spam running backs later. Trying to think through how we're going to land this plane. I think we feel good, though. Only really need 1 or 2 more receivers on this team. I don't know. The thing that gets me with, like, going quarterback here is I don't feel good. Like, I still think I'm going to want, like... I think I'm going to still want, like, 3 quarterbacks on this team. How much did you move up Garrett Wilson up in PPR compared to half PPR? I mean, a decent bit, but I'm still not really drafting him in PPR. You bought into my Andrews propaganda? Yeah, I already have a ton of Andrews. I could have taken him there, but I don't know. I think that it was just kind of a tough spot to be in regardless. People wanted unstacked Bo Nix over Baker. Some of you guys just don't understand how best ball works. It's all good, though. It's all good. No, I'm done caring. I'm done caring. What's up, Catman Jesus? You doing leagues with us this year? Yes, sir. I'll definitely give out information on the Patreon here soon-ish. Probably mid-week next week, and then we'll draft the team somewhere around like Labor Day / like the week before the season starts. But those are always fun. We do like 4 leagues at the same time that have a tournament setup. Man, I hate everything on this board. Like, is this where we take Brian Robinson? Is this not where we take Brian Robinson? Got nothing but quarterbacks if we want any here. Ayuk goes. Here's what we'll do. Another tight end I don't have nearly enough of that I'm starting to come around on is Tucker Kraft. And then we're going to take Drake May to Trevion Henderson. I don't have nearly enough Drake May because I never have like a stack set up for him. So we take him there. Take Tucker Kraft. We feel fine about that. This might be like a 3-6-6-3 team now that I'm looking at it. I don't know yet. People wanted Bill there. I didn't really want either, to be honest. I think B-Rob gets traded to the Texans. I don't know what happens with B-Rob, man. There's a chance that he just plays and gets, like, squeezed out bad. You think JCM's getting overhyped? A little bit. This is where, I mean, you guys can see my rankings right now. This is what I got. I still got B-Rob ahead of Scatabo, Tootin, Tank Bigsby. Probably due to recent news, I'll probably put him ahead of Jaden Blue, but, like, that's about where I would have him. I still have B-Rob ahead, but I don't even really want to catch the knife on B-Rob. I'll let somebody else catch the knife on B-Rob right now. Why not Kelsey over Kraft? Because I just have a lot of... By the way, I can't believe this guy, Michael. Why are you not taking Kelsey to Mahomes there? Oh, you already had Hawkinson, but I probably would have gone... I probably still would have gone Mahomes to Kelsey, and then you're done at tight end. But I don't know. I just keep getting sold on Kraft. I don't have enough Kraft is kind of what it comes down to. Like, I really have no Kraft. Yeah. That's why. That's why. And I keep seeing things. The Tucker Kraft breakout makes a lot of sense, and I don't have nearly enough is what it comes down to. We're starting... That's kind of the funny thing right now, fellas. We're getting to the part of the year where you're starting to feel it of like, ooh, maybe I should have been drafting more of that guy. That's kind of where I'm at right now with some players. Like Henderson's one of those guys. Tucker Kraft is one of those guys that I'm just trying to catch up on a little bit. He just prefers going by Bill. I think that he used to get called like Little Bill, like the show. You can absolutely. I would say Brian Thomas Jr. with the 14th pick would be beautiful. See a world where Chase Brown has 20 total tugs? Yeah. I need Kraft on a high stakes teams. I probably do. 11% Kraft over there. That feels about right. I would love to be at like 8%. You get elite quarterback and tight end, it's okay to go 2-7-7-2? Absolutely. There goes JCM. That's a terrific JCM pick. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I'm really leaning towards a 3-6-6-3. Like, would Jordan Love here be crazy with Baker and May? I'm thinking about it. And then we could end up with, like, tight ends of, like, Cade Otton and Hunter Henry attached to Tucker Kraft. I can't tell if that's too much sauce on the onesies, but I don't know. I really lean towards, like, not, like, I'm trying to be safe than sorry at the onesies is kind of where I'm at. Oh, Jordan Love goes anyways. Okay, never mind. With Jordan Love gone, I'll probably just go these two quarterbacks. All right, so we're for sure going Basil Tootin here. For sure going Basil Tootin. Probably need another running back, if I'm being honest. People seem to want Kincaid or something. I'm not that crazy about Kincaid. We have other, like, we're going to kind of fully punt that off. We're going to go Ray Davis here, honestly. Oh, we already have James Cook. I'm an idiot. That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. Everybody just chill out. That's not a big deal, I promise. Oh, good call on T-Law. Damn. Maybe should have gone T-Law there, but honestly, going two quarterbacks inside the first 10 rounds, we probably shouldn't. We probably shouldn't go with a third quarterback is where I land. Not really a handcuff. I'm not concerned about it. I mean, I don't do it often, and I think that it's viable in some cases where the way the season rolls on, but at least they're on a good offense, you know what I mean? No, it's already dead. It's not dead. The guy who won BBM last year got zeros from Pacheco. Getting a handcuff, like, it's just not great, especially in best ball. Like, you don't want a scenario that benefits you for your third round pick busting. But I think there's gonna be weeks where Ray Davis, like, finds the end zone or has a big play or something. It's a run heavy team. They'll score a lot of touchdowns. I mean, I'm not going to do it a ton, but I was fine with it there. And what do you guys think? I think we probably have to cut it off at two quarterbacks. Like, we could have gone Lawrence there, but I think that might have been overdoing it. Ideally, this is a 2-6-7-3 team, is what I'm thinking. It's not even bye weeks. It's not even bye weeks. It was just knowing that we took James Cook early. Were you high into the 2-3 turn? Begging you guys in the chat to stop spamming questions. Like, I feel like you've sent this like 18 times, and I hate rewarding it, but 2-3 turn. I'm looking at Bucky, Chase Brown, Ladd, Bowers gets there. That's kind of it. Yeah, I'm looking, like, in terms of quarterback, I don't think anything else really makes sense. Yeah, no. But I don't know. I think, like, as high as we took Baker and May, we're kind of, like, betting on them like that. I mean, maybe, like, a one-off. No, not even really. Richardson's kind of lost his luster recently, huh? It's 3 wide receiver, 1 flex. All right, we're going to be up here in a second. Huh. I got a couple ideas. Damn it, I wanted Kyle Williams. Michael, god damn it. Is Demario Douglas going ahead of Kyle Williams right now? Yeah, all right. We're going to go Hunter Henry for sure. And then after that, I don't really know what I want to do. Probably just Algier. None of these wide receiver options are that fun. We kind of have to keep building out this running back room. This team needs 2 late-round flyers at receiver, but we're just in a spot where I don't know who that's going to be. Should probably start thinking about Week 17. I've been pretty bad about that this season. Just pull it up on my phone. Why not? If anybody asks why I'm looking at Week 17, it's just kind of the way you want to be building teams on Underdog. You want to be hoping that your player ends up in a shootout in Week 17 and that you have players on both sides of that shootout. So we have the Patriots versus the Jets, funny enough. And we have the Bucks versus the Dolphins. Okay. I'll recap the picks for right now. We went, let me get myself over here. From the 12th spot, we went Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brian Thomas Jr., James Cook, Trevion Henderson, Rice Egbuka, Reed, Baker Mayfield, Tucker Kraft, Drake May, Basil Tootin, Ray Davis, Hunter Henry, Tyler Algier. Yeah, I agree. That's why I try and get my wide receivers in early. I guess this could be a round 18 Efton Kism team if people want to twist my arm. Let's think here. So I need 1 running back, 2 receivers, and a tight end here rest of the way. Which one of you motherfuckers took Cade Otton? Why are we... Are you kidding me? Your first tight end and it's Cade Otton, bro? All right. I was hoping to get him for myself. I will say, now that McMillan is hurt and Godwin is hurt, do we have any interest in Buccaneers receiver, namely Tez Johnson? Any Tez Johnson guys out there? I mean, fun rookie profile. Probably fell in the draft, really more so due to combine stuff than production, but... All right. So certainly Mason Taylor here. What we'll do, we'll go Mason Taylor. And then on the other side of some Week 17 stuff, Ollie Gordon out there? We're taking Ollie Gordon. We're taking Ollie Gordon. We're shoving it down Notorious's throat. I don't know how Notorious feels about Ollie Gordon, but... You don't draft 145-pound players? It's fair. Ollie Gordon, yes, sir. Mason Taylor, I think, is a great late round option right now. Like, he's genuinely, I think that he's now live to be second on the Jets in targets. Fun rookie for them. He is a bring back for us with the Patriots in week 17. Oh, I forgot you had Achan. That is true. You weren't trying to do the Ray Davis, James Cook thing like me? All right, fellas. I will say, I was debating doing 2, but look, I've been spoiling you guys. We had a high stakes yesterday. We did high stakes back-to-backs on Sunday. Didn't get a video up. I'm trying to get my sleep schedule back in. Last night, I don't know. Not that you guys care about my sleep schedule. Last night, I don't know. Sometimes it's tough. You get all amped up on stream, and then it's tough to just shut your brain off and go to sleep from there. But I think that's what we're gonna do. I do another draft. How long did this one take us? Like 30 minutes. Debating if I should stay or leave. No, we'll do 2. We'll do 2. We'll do 2. If we're going to do 20-second timers, we'll do 2. And I got to bang out BBMs anyways, to be honest with you guys. But we're going to start her now. We're going to start her right now. If you're watching, we got 9 spots open if any of you guys want to draft with us. All I ask, we're going to do one more. Leave a like on the stream. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Use promo code RON. Use promo code RON on Underdog. I have links in the description, pinned in the live chat, in the comment section. When you use promo code RON and you play $5 on Underdog, they will match $50 in bonus funds straight into the account. You can use it on drafts, pick'ems, all of that good stuff, and draft with us all summer long. Promo code RON. Let me just plug everything here. On top of that, if you have a home league draft coming up, we just had somebody in here say they bought the Patreon. If you're on the edge, do it. It just lays it all out so nice. I have my top 200 cheat sheet. It's what I use in all of my drafts. Make sure you check it out. Patreon.com/Ron Stewart. Get my top 200 rankings on there. It's literally only $10. I think it's genuinely like one of the cheapest options out there for rankings this season. Let's go Jalen Coker. Doesn't really stack to anything, but I just like him a ton. Kism out there? Or do one of you guys steal him? All right, we're going to go Efton Kism. F it. All right, Efton Kism. Here we go. That is the final team. I will recap it very quickly for you guys. We went a 2-6-7-3. Baker, Drake May, James Cook, Trevion Henderson, Basil Tootin, Ray Davis, Algier, Ollie Gordon, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brian Thomas, Rashi Rice, Emeka Egbuka, Jaden Reed, Jalen Coker, Efton Kism, Tucker Kraft, Hunter Henry, Mason Taylor. That's a really fun 2-6-7-3. Just very balanced, very solid. I think we made do with what we had. Oh my God, you're kidding me. I mean, this is just fucking ridiculous, bro. Between the big dog draft, between this again. All right, 12 spot again. 12 spot again. I love the 12 spot. I'm a huge fan of the 12 spot. Good vibes only. I mean, this is just fucking ridiculous, man. This is just fucking insane. All right, whatever. I'm not even mad about it. Not even mad about it. Whatever. Notorious gets a one-on-one, of course. I mean, this is just such bullshit, man. I've had enough. Which pick? Oh, come on. Can we do a reach build for a unique build? Maybe. I don't know. Well, you get underdogs 10 to 12. I agree. I think at the 1-2 turn, it just makes the most sense to go wide receiver, then running back. I'm open to getting unique, but I don't really care. Take Tillman. Is this gonna be this should be a Baker Egbuka pick. What do we think? No, do not send any emails on my behalf to Underdog. I know you're joking though, but yo. I know my dog was making a bunch of noises back there. All right. Oh, okay. That's fun. Let's go Brian Thomas Genty. Again, I've been drafting plenty of Genty because he's been a second-round pick on Underdog. But again, your home leagues where guys are like taking him in like 107, 108, I haven't really been grabbing him there. Lots of Metallica. Metallica's cool. I will say I'm looking forward to tomorrow morning. I wouldn't say built, but I have like a very ragtag home gym that I put together, or I had my little brother put together for me, and I paid him to do it, but I bought it. I have like a pull-up dip station, adjustable bench, adjustable dumbbells, and I say that because I listen exclusively to rock music when I lift, so I like a lot of Metallica. A funny thing about me is I actually have been to a Metallica concert before. I've been to a Metallica, and this is when I was a kid, not really because I was a fan, really just because my dad was, of going to Metallica. I've gone to Iron Maiden. Pretty sweet. But yeah, Metallica's cool. Like Seek and Destroy, Enter Sandman, For Whom the Bells Tolls, One. Trying to think of like any of the other ones that I'll listen to in the gym. That's kind of it. I think that's kind of it. Yeah, I can't think of any more. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis at the 112. Back-to-back 12s, man. Here we are. Missing the live sub counter overlay on the screen. I don't remember that. I used to do that. Did I actually used to do that? I don't know that was ever... Actually, I think you might be right that I did that back in the day. That's Nathan Weaver. That's an OG right there. I mean, couldn't pay me to go to any concerts are cool, man. What do you mean? That's a weird take. Boomers and rock concert. Rock concerts are sick. I would go to a Metallica concert. Maybe I think I would. I'm just saying. I only had a pause there just because of we'd be seeing a lot of clips of like AC/DC doing a final tour. As long as Metallica was a reasonable age, I don't know what their age is right now, but as long as they're not on their deathbed, I'd go see them. Have not heard Ride the Lightning, Cannibal Corpse, Wherever I May Roam. Definitely have to peep, though. All right, let's go. This is what we're going to do. We are going to take Trevion Henderson. And we are going to take Xavier Worthy is what I've decided, I think. Yeah, I want more Xavier Worthy with the Rashee Rice uncertainty. I know it's funny because I just took Rashee Rice, but... And again, for anyone who doesn't know, I just don't have enough Henderson on Underdog. Anytime I can get him at this is technically the 401. Anytime I can get him here, I'm going to be getting him here. First timer, what's up, Eddie? Anything you could say about you being an Idiot League Mates? I'm just stoked to be there. Stoked to be there. Has been very cool to kind of be a part of the BDG universe of like the trivia and stuff, of just being in a different environment than, you know, one-on-one talking to the camera. Have kind of been wanting to branch out for a while, of just like a different kind of creative avenue. So it's been cool. I know Nick was also the one that pushed for me to be in the league, so very thankful. But should be fun. We have been kind of like brainstorming the draft order, punishment for this year, etc. Is your brother playing in the sub league again? He is. I think he asked me last night, so I think he will be. He actually is now in my home league as well. My little brother. We voted on. We kind of had there wasn't an issue with the new 12th member, but we've been kind of rotating this 12th member for a few years of just kind of trying to find someone that fits. And I don't know, it's tough to find somebody that like everybody is friends with, and then also cares enough to like set their lineup and make ad drops every week, you know. But if you've been, I mean, like I know you've seen him like be in Patreon leagues and stuff. He cares enough that he'll set a lineup and all that. Is that too early for Bowers? 202? No, I think anywhere in the second is probably fine. Should still be sick in concert. Okay, that's my bad. Who's the best Jaguars running back to take if you could have any? For me, it's Basil Tootin, but I get it. You were introduced to me through BDG. That's sweet. That's also part of the reason. I mean, not part of it. It's just like a benefit of doing it. It's just that it's just more exposure. You know, they have a very wide audience, whether that's through TikTok or YouTube or whatever. There definitely talks with the Flock League, but it's just a little. I don't know. It's kind of a free agent. I kind of had a couple different things or whatever. I know that they did their thing. I assume that their vlog is going to be out soon. Maybe already out. Yeah, you're right. We did hit 700. Jeez, it's crazy how these like climb. We've been live for an hour and they just continue to climb. So I appreciate anyone that's popping in, hanging out, doing whatever. How many managed leagues can you handle per year? I push it every year, man. I already know I'm gonna fucking regret it by the time I have to do waivers, but we're gonna be around. I wanted Hunter there so badly, man. All right, we're going to go Odunze. And then you guys hate when I go Olave, but actually fine. We'll go Golden. We'll get some rookie upside here. But yeah, going to max like about 24. Because in terms of high stakes, I did the tally in terms of high stakes. Somewhere around like 20 high stakes. And then I'll have my home league. I will have our Patreon league. And then I'll have your Idiot League mate. So it's going to be about 24, man. It's fucking... Oh, it sucks. But it's whatever. It's what we do it for. I can justify it by saying, look, this is my full-time job. This is what I do. You know. This is what I do. You know, I can schedule out a block of my work day on Tuesdays to do waivers. And that's just kind of what it is. But... if I had a normal desk job, I wouldn't even do... if I had a normal desk job, I would probably max out about 6. That's probably a more healthy way to do it, Nick. But for me, I don't know. I just enjoy being in a ton. Not that I enjoy, but it's just like with the high stakes ones at least. Like in terms of all my high stakes ones, really just like because there's no trading, there's not as much. Like it's just very simply waivers, set lineups, waivers, set lineups. And with those ones, they all blend together. Like with those ones, I'm truly just trying to hunt for a crazy tournament win because I think it would do a lot for both my career and my bank account, to be honest. And then it's really 3 like home style leagues of trades and league chats and all of that. Need some AI waiver assistant? Maybe. Do I do basketball fantasy? Only best ball. I only do on Underdog. But I have a blast doing, like, I'm never going to be in a basketball fantasy league where I have to, like, do, I know there's, like, the 6-cat leagues or the rotisserie leagues, just, like, miss me on, I'm not setting a lineup or doing waivers for basketball, but every year I'll do a handful in Underdogs, like baseball contests, basketball. I love golf. Golf is actually one of the ones that I've won, like, thousands of dollars in. Like, golf has been sick. And I have a decent win on MLB as well. Tried doing Tuesday night, but it's got to be done. Yeah, I agree. Am I taking a Book over Hunter? Personally, no, but I see the argument, is what I'll say. Damn it, I thought Mahomes would come back, and of course the Rice guy takes him. Fine. Fine. All right. Another really, this 7-8 turn blows, man. Actually, it doesn't. Here we have some decent options. There goes Warren. Good Warren pick. Huh. This is what we'll do. We'll go Caleb Johnson. And then we're going to take Josh Downs, is what I've decided. I don't even like Caleb Johnson, but if he's going to, like, I'm fine taking him as, like, a faller, is kind of where I'm at. McCaffrey's my 107. I don't know. Hunter's a really polarizing player. There's a very staunch group of people playing fantasy football that are, like, very anti-Hunter, think he's going to play majority defense, thinks he's going to get hurt. He's just very, I don't know, it's weird. How does fantasy golf work? It's actually really fun. I've really gotten into golf recently, and it's just like, it depends on the contest. Like, you can do kind of like a DFS style where it's just for the day, and you get a certain amount of points for, like, bogeys, birdies, pars, etc. And then there's, like, the one that I actually did really well in is really cool, where you draft a roster of 10 golfers, and each round, there's 4 different rounds, and each of them are the majors. That was really fun that I did. Like, let me see. You guys don't care about this, and it's not worth taking away from the draft, but I do want to find it just to show. Results, PGA. So, like, I did pretty well on these ones, like you can see, etc., whatever. The Open, yeah, the Albatross Championships. Like, these, it's called the Albatross, where, so this is, I had 3 teams make it to the finals, and they won, you know, a few $100s each. But this is how it works. Like, it's each round. So the Open was the final round, and you just have, like, a roster of your 10 golfers. And this one didn't even have Scotty and made it to the end. Like, you guys would be surprised. You don't need Scotty. You just have to finish, like, 1 out of 6 in your pot or whatever. For, I believe it's the Masters. I don't even know the freaking order. It's like, what, the Masters, U.S. Open, Players, and then the Open, I don't know. All rookie or second players? No, come on. Downs is what, in his 3rd year? It is a lot of young players, though, you're right. Golf's been goated since Nicholas. I got it right? Sweet. Yeah, I've been loving golf, man. Like, following golf. We're actually, for my home league with my hometown buddies, we all picked golfers for, I believe it's the Tour Championship this weekend. We all picked golfers, and then you're going to have your PGA Championship, is what I meant to say, not the players. But we all picked golfers to, like, follow this weekend. And then, like, based on whatever their scores are, is how we're going to operate. Good JCM pick there. This is going to be Loveland. We'll take Loveland. Damn it. I think it's got to be Luther Burden. I think it's got to be Luther Burden. So I think that might be our last receiver, as funny as that is to say. Trying to think. Could have talked me into a couple of different options there. We're really punting on we got a lot of Bears now that I'm looking at this team. We got a lot of Bears and no Caleb. Yeah, it's a lot of rookies in year 2, guys. I'm just not one to be like, this team has too many of them, so I'm going to shy away. It's just like, I don't know. It just kind of is what this is. I don't know how I feel about this team. I don't know how I'm not crazy about this team. It probably ends up being, we might go 3-6-6-3 now that I'm looking at it. I will say stacking QB is going to get wicked. I think we'll be all right. You do a draft for every major. Oh, that's sweet. You get 5 players, lowest score wins. It's fun. We also do side bets on amateurs. Hell yeah, dude. I got, for this weekend, I have Hovland. And we ruled out Scotty, of course. I definitely would have gone Caleb there. I would have gone Caleb Loveland if Caleb was still on the board. You still think Caleb Williams can be a great quarterback? I do. I mean, I just drafted Roma Dunze, Loveland, and Burden. He better be. What's the highest I would draft JCM? Not in the 6th round. I would be drafting him around where he went here. Like 10th round is where I would feel decent. Handicap non-existent, bro. I'm just trying to not lose all my balls when I golf. Yeah, I mean, Hunter almost fell back to us, man. I was really hoping for him there. Oh my God, you're kidding me. This shit kills me, dude. I wanted Jordan Love or Lawrence to come back, and of course these guys take Lawrence and Love. Guy doesn't have a single fucking Jaguar on his team. This guy with Love doesn't have... I guess he has Tucker Kraft. All right, yeah, Kraft will do it. All good. All right, we're going to just take a naked Stroud. I'm not crazy about it, but take a naked Stroud. And I think we're just going to take the fall on Brian Thomas. I mean, 1201 Brian Thomas. I don't think I can really pass on. I'm done taking Mixon, I think. Pick 133 B-Rob, guys. I couldn't say no. I was really hoping, my dream scenario was double stacking Lawrence Love. Obviously, I would have loved to even just get one of them, but it's all good. I think CD went too early at 102. No, that's a fine spot to go, especially in a wide receiver heavy format like this. Oh, that's a good call. Could have definitely gone Penix, Pitts at the turn there, but didn't have the foresight. But also, I do have Stroud in kind of a tier above Penix, so I don't know. Did I say Brian Thomas? That's my bad. You're going to pray I don't get the 12 pick next draft? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. All right. This could get ugly. We'll see. I'm a Yankees fan, but Yankees are the lowest on the totem pole when it comes to like what team I'm a fan of. Like I couldn't name you their starting lineup. How does your Patreon league work? Pretty much, I think the way that we're going to do it this year is I'm going to put out on the Patreon, hey, I'm going to make this league in the next week if you want in. Fill out this Google form, and then I'm probably going to take all the emails from there, see your lifetime money spent on Patreon, do kind of a raffle where you get one ticket for every dollar spent on Patreon, pick the top 46 people because it'll be me, it'll be my little brother, and it'll be 46 patrons, and then we have 4 different 12-man leagues where the top 6 from each league make the playoffs, and there's a tournament setup where it's a $100 buy-in. Half of your buy-in goes into your individual league's prize pool, and then the other half goes into the overall. And if you win the overall, you win $1,000 on a $100 entry. Plus, if you win the overall, you likely won your own league. So you can end up winning like, I'm trying to think, almost like $1,500. All right, we're just going to take Tua and Geno, and we'll try and figure out our stacks later. I mean, Geno stacks to Genti, but like Stroud and Tua's got nothing really. But I'll star these guys, and we'll kind of figure it out later. Got locked out of quarterback pretty bad in this one. All right. There we go. Chase Brown at 202 too high. For me, it's too high, but I see the appeal if I had one draft for the rest of my life and I really wanted Brown. CMC over Puka for me. You got Chase, London, Hampton. No, I think that's fine. I think a Jamar Chase, Drake London start is sweet in a 12-man league. Yeah, it's just early round capital, and then it's early round capital is really the thing. Like, I'm fine taking flyers later on players from the same team. Best ball is a little bit different as well. And then I'll also add to that with Saquon and AJ Brown, they're like negatively correlated. Like, this is all Bears passing game. So multiple of them can hit. To me, if AJ Brown's a monster league winner, it's because Saquon wasn't as efficient or because he got hurt. And same deal other way around with Saquon. So I have a hard time seeing a world where like both of them crush is kind of my my thought process there. But yeah, it's early. It's a combination of early capital and then also passing game versus running game. Chase Brown for Henderson and Marvin Harrison Jr. I probably wouldn't. Not in a 10-man. Derrick Henry over Genty in your home league. Was that a bad mistake? No, not bad mistake. I personally would prefer Genty, but they're pretty similar. What else you guys got? Nothing but wide receivers this round. We got to figure out how we're going to stack these quarterbacks up and how we're going to land this plane. 3, 4, 6, 1. We probably want to end up with a 3, 5, 7, 2. Or no. We probably want a 3, 5, 7, 3. Is that possible? Yeah. I lean 3, 5, 7, 3 with this team. Let's go. Let's go Ollie Gordon. He's been fun to take late. And then let's also go... Let's go Isaiah Likely. Why not take a flyer on Isaiah Likely and just kind of see how that goes? I got CD over JJ. We got Anthony in here. Ron, you're the GOAT. I appreciate it, man. The 101, you're planning on taking Bijan, Higgins, and Allen through 3 rounds. I think that's fine, but I'm pretty staunchly against pre-planning out the draft. Danny Dimes instead of Genius? Instead of Geno? Get out of here. Geno's going to actually play 17 games. HN at the 1-2 turn in a 10-man, I'm not crazy about. I'd rather... I'm much more fine doubling up on wide receiver at the 1-2 turn because I do like the running backs at the 3-4 turn. I know in the first 2 rounds you're fading hard. Not really. I mean, I had Ashton Genty the other day, but now that HN's hurt, I mean, I just took him here. I'm fine with HN in the late first. Really the guy I'm fading. I'm not taking a lot of Malik Neighbors right now. I get he's very talented, but it's a pretty brutal situation, and he's been banged up. Nothing else, really. In terms of, like, home league pricing, I'm not taking a lot of Drake London, to be honest. I'm not really full fading London, but I just can't take him over A.J. Brown or... You know, the running backs. Every draft that I'm in, somebody just likes Drake London more than me. Is kind of what it comes down to. Kind of, Josh Jacobs goes really high in home leagues. He's like a middle of the second guy. I think he's more of a 2-3 turn, but that's about it. Probably Worthy over Tet if this hamstring thing is real. Crazy to go Gibbs, Lamar, and then McBride. I personally don't love going elite quarterback and tight end. I just don't like the way my teams end up. I would only debate it if it's a 2 wide receiver, 1 flex league. HM for a 4th, Brian Thomas for an 8th, and CMC for 110. As in McCaffrey for the 10th overall pick. Off those, I probably would just go Brian Thomas in the 8th round. HM Bucky 2-3 turns nuts. Top 5 quarterbacks, I don't really feel strongly about the order, but I think I would go Lamar, Allen, Hurts, Daniels, Burrow. I have Ken Walker ahead of Henderson, especially in half. I think it would be pretty nuts to take Nico over Jefferson, and I'm the biggest Nico guy. But I don't know. Everything, like last year I would have told you that taking Saquon over Tyreek at 3rd overall was crazy. And ended up being great. So I don't know. If you only have a few teams and you really want a guy, you can definitely push it in terms of what is advisable, is what I'll say. I'm going to go Dalton Schultz. I think we're actually going to go 3-6-6-3. I was thinking about wide receiver, but our wide receiver room is really good. Thomas, Worthy, Odunze, Golden, Downs, Burden. I think instead I'd rather go Damian Pierce. And then we're done. I think this is what... All right, so this is what we ended up with. 3-6-6-3. Stroud, Tua, Geno Smith, Genty, Henderson, Caleb, Johnson, Brian Robinson, Ollie Gordon, Damian Pierce, Brian Thomas, Xavier Worthy, Rome Odunze, Matthew Golden, Josh Downs, Luther Burden. You could have convinced me to take another receiver, but I feel like that's a really strong receiver room, given the format. I don't know, I'm trying to think. Maybe we could have done Jalen Noel over Damian Pierce, but I've been trying to lean into running back a little bit more. And then Colston Loveland, Isaiah Likely, Dalton Schultz for the final squad. I think it's fine. Fine team. We got locked out at quarterback pretty tough there, but I think we did okay in landing the plane. That is going to do it for us today. As always, make sure you use promo code RON on Underdog. I have links in the description, live chat, comment section, all of that good stuff, so you can draft with us every single night from now through week 1. And when you hop on Underdog using promo code RON, you use $5, whether that's on Pick'em or drafts. I believe it might only be Pick'em. I think it's actually on drafts too. I do have to kind of ask. I'm meeting with my guy tomorrow, but they'll get you $50 in bonus funds for you to use on drafts or Pick'em with us every single night. And of course, if you have a draft coming up, check out patreon.com/Ron Stewart for my top 200 rankings cheat sheet. Patreon.com/Ron Stewart. Links to all of that in the description, comment section, and the live chat. I love you all. Thank you for coming out. We'll have a video tomorrow, stream tomorrow, all of that good stuff and more. And I'll see y'all in the next one.